Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been ages since I have just sat down and done a sit down video. I've done a few like vlogs and stuff recently, and yeah, I feel a bit weird like sitting down and talking to you again. As you can probably see, my background is a little bit different. Basically, since I last did a sit down video, I have moved like my officey bits into my sister's old bedroom. So I now have a kind of office. It's still a spare bedroom, but I have my computer and stuff down here, so it's quite nice to like separate it from my bedroom. But at the moment it's just still in a bit of like a mess. I really need to, I want to put some pictures like on maybe this wall. I'm trying to like work out where the best place to film is. I did have like my computer on with a screensaver, but then it made me really dark and I couldn't work out the lighting and bleh. So I apologise that it's a little bit like all over the place, but I just wanted to sit down and film because I haven't done for ages, and yeah, I missed it. So today I have got a current favourites video for you, and it's a bit of a bumper one because I've got quite a lot of stuff that I've been like listing down. I think what I would like to do is do this current favourites, which is basically favourites from the last, well, since I last did a favourites video, but like 6 months or so. And then what I really would like to try and do is do monthly favourites. Now that I've finished uni, if you didn't watch my graduation video, I will link to that down below. But basically, now that I've finished uni, I have a lot more time for making videos and blogging and things like that. So I need to like, well, I bought a planner and I'm going to start planning, and yeah, my plan is to hopefully start doing monthly favourite videos because I quite enjoy watching them. And like, well, this video will show that I end up making like huge lists and then doing like massive like favourites videos. So yeah, anyway, I have rambled on for long enough. I'm going to get started because I've got quite a lot to show you. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so I've got quite a wide range of favourites this month. There's some like beauty bits, some lifestyle bits, some sort of TV, movies, all sorts. So it's a bit random, but that's me. So the first thing that is on my favourites list, I don't actually have to show you because I finished it and threw it away, which I'm really annoyed with myself. I should have kept it. But it is a Jo Malone hand wash, and I think the scent was lime and, oh my goodness, let me find out for you. Okay, I've looked it up, like, yeah. As you can see, I have not planned particularly, well no, I have planned particularly well, but I just didn't plan that. So it is lime, basil and mandarin from Jo Malone, and it's the hand wash. I actually got given the hand wash by my grandma, and when I saw the fragrance, I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to like this. Usually I'm quite into sort of like very fruity scents, or sort of slightly floral scents, but when I started using it, I became slightly obsessed with it, and so did my mum. So I've actually bought my mum her own now. I can't find it. I was trying to find it earlier. She's not in, so I haven't got it to like show you. But yeah, it is such a nice like fragrance. I don't know how I would be about like wearing it as a perfume, but definitely as a sort of hand wash or soap or something like that. It's just so like fresh. It was really nice like during the spring and summer actually, because it's just so like fresh and like wakes you up a bit. And it's one of the, well, I suppose because it's Jo Malone and it's more on the expensive side, when you like wash your hands with it, the scent actually lasts, whereas like most stuff you would wash your hands and then the scent would kind of go off, whereas this one you wash your hands with it and like, I don't know, like hours later you can still smell it, which I think is quite nice. So that is my first favourite. I will link everything that I can in the description bar below, just so that if you want to try something out, then you can just go there and click and it'll be easy to find it. So that was my first favourite. So my next favourite is something that I do have to show you, but I don't know if it's actually available anymore. I will have a look on the website, but I've had this for quite a long time and I've only recently started using it. So it is from Lush, and it is the Dreamtime Temple Balm. I know they do a sleepy range now, so I don't know whether they do a temple balm in that. But yeah, basically this is, it says soporifically scented balm with lavender and chamomile for a deep and restful sleep. As I said, I've had this for quite a while, but I've only, I don't know, I mean I've used it for quite a while because I've used up like quite a lot. Oh, it smells amazing. But basically before I go to bed, I will put this like on my temples and also on my wrists, and it just it's really relaxing, and I think it helps me fall asleep and stay asleep. I don't know, it could be like coincidence, but I just sometimes find like when I'm going to bed I feel really like anxious and like my mind's whirring and everything like that. And if I like when I add this into my routine, it just helps me like unwind a little bit, and you know, I can sort of smell it when I go to sleep, and it just, yeah, it makes me relax. So yeah, it's the Dreamtime Temple Balm. I'll show you a close-up as well. I don't think it was that expensive, and I'm sure they definitely do other ones, so I will have a look on the website for you. But yeah, I've been loving that the last few months. Next up is a magazine favourite, and I kind of feel a little bit cheeky for putting this in because I've actually like written articles for them. But it is Happiful magazine. I've got a few like older copies of it which have my articles in. And yeah, basically I did work experience with Happiful probably like this time last year actually, and they're a fairly new magazine, and well, they've been around for a year now basically, but they have only been in the shops for I don't know, like 9 months or something. But I found them actually through Facebook, and they're quite local to me, which is why I applied to do work experience with them. And as soon as I kind of found out about them, I just loved the idea of like what they were all about. And when I went to work with the team, I had the best time. They were so lovely. It was a really, really nice place to work. But basically it is a sort of positive mental health magazine. So it says healthy ideas that change the world. And I remember like maybe a couple of years ago, I was saying to people that I was like on the lookout for a magazine that focused on like mental health and wellness, but that didn't look at just like weight loss and diet and stuff. And when I came across Happiful, I was like, this is what I have been looking for. It just has like, it has loads of like really nice articles in it. It's got sort of interviews with just like normal people who've had experiences of sort of mental illness and health conditions and how they've like got through it. They have like celebrities on the cover who've got sort of experience of mental illness. So you've got like Anna Richardson on this one, you've got Louise Thompson on this one from Made in Chelsea, and this one has Katie Piper on it. And yeah, they've just got loads of really, really interesting stuff about health and wellness and mental health. And the team also like do a lot of stuff in the community to help with the sort of mental health and wellness of other people. And yeah, I love it. I think it's an amazing magazine, an amazing initiative. It's £4, but you can also read it for free online, or you can sign up to it. And I think it's like for every, I don't quite know the thing, but basically for every magazine they sell, they plant a tree, so that they're trying to be like sustainable. And yeah, I just think they're amazing. I will link their website and everything below. But I would really recommend checking them out, even if you just check out the free magazine online. Yeah, I think you really, I really enjoy it, and I'm enjoying writing for them as well, so definitely check them out. So my next favourite is actually a game on my phone, and I discovered this game quite a while ago now, and I can't actually remember how. I don't know whether someone recommended it to me or if it came up in like the recommendations, but it is called Disney Magic Kingdom, I think. Oh, hang on, let me have a look. Yeah, Disney Magic Kingdoms, and it's basically, it's a free game. I think you can like pay to do stuff, but you don't have to. I've never paid for it. And basically you build like your Disney theme park, and you have to kind of do little quests with different characters, and you kind of start off with a few characters, and then you can add characters by doing like other quests and things like that. And I'm just addicted to it, and I told my sister-in-law about it a few weeks ago, and now she's addicted to it as well. I just really enjoy it. It's a nice way to like, you know, pass a few minutes if I'm like, I don't know, if I'm feeling a bit anxious or if I'm feeling a bit down and I just want something not too like stimulating or like that I have to think about too much, that I can just like sit down and like faff about with for a few minutes. But yeah, I am slightly addicted to it now because you keep getting like more and more quests, and you keep getting like new characters to add and stuff like that. So every time I kind of think, oh, I'll just like take a rest from it, another like character comes along, so it kind of pulls you in. But I really like it, and yeah, it's free, so if you like Disney and you know you don't mind playing the odd game on your phone, I would really give it a go. Like every time I turn it on as well, you get like the Disney music, and it just makes me really excited, especially because we're going to Disney in September. Every time I look at it now, I'm like, oh, I'm so excited for Disney. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that game, and I would really recommend giving it a try. On the Disney theme, I have been collecting, you may have heard if you're a Disney fan, that this year Disney have kind of done a limited edition like collection called Mickey Memories, I think. Mickey Mouse Memories, yeah. So for each month they release a plush Mickey Mouse toy, they release a mug, and they release a set of 3 pins. And I saw it come out and I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. I don't need to collect it. And then I happened to go into a Disney store when I was up in London for a hospital appointment, and they had the pins there. And I was like, oh, they're really nice. Like, maybe I'll just buy the first lot. So I bought the first lot, and the guy at the till was like, oh, have you got the album? And I was like, no. And he was like, oh, there's an album that comes with it, and you get an extra pin with the album. He was like, we haven't got any, but they might be coming back online. So that kind of like suckered me in, and I ended up buying the album and the extra pin. And then since then, every month on the 18th of the month, I think it is, the new ones come out, and I have been buying the pins. I'm kind of glad that I went for the pins and not the plush, because the plush has been so difficult to get. I've seen so many like tweets and stuff like that from people who have like queued up like from really early in the morning, or who've gone online at like 8 AM and they've already been sold out. So I'm quite glad that I have just stuck with the pins. I did buy a mug from a couple of months ago just because I liked the design, but I haven't like been collecting all the mugs, because I think if I had, my mum and dad would like flip, because we just have no more room for any mugs. But anyway, this is the album. So it's got a really cute Mickey Mouse sort of embossed on there. And then for each like month, so this was the like special pin that you got with the album, and then you've just got space in here. So for each set of pins you can put, this is really hard to show you, you can put like each set of pins in a little wallet, and yeah, I'm really loving collecting them. I like pins anyway. I'm a bit of a collector, and the fact that it's Disney and it's Mickey Mouse, I just think like at the end of the year you're going to have 12 set of pins plus the new one. You can pop some little photos in here as well, and I just think it's going to be a really nice collection to like keep, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I think it's a nice collection to keep, and like to have the whole collection in an album like looking pretty, I think it's going to be really nice. So yeah, I know some of the pins are still available from previous months, but I don't think they go back as far as January, unfortunately. You may get them on eBay, but they sell them for like 2-3 times the price, which is crazy, but it is limited edition, so that's kind of what ends up happening. But yeah, I've really enjoyed collecting them so far, and I'm quite excited to see like what the album's going to look like at the end of this year. My next favourite is a conditioner, and normally I'm not like massively excited about hair products. I kind of end up just going for whatever's on offer, and I try a few different ones, and some things I haven't like got on with so well, and some things I have. But I saw this one, which is the Pantene In Shower Foam Conditioner, and it just kind of like piqued my interest a bit. So this one is for fine coloured or highlighted hair, and I just really liked the idea of a foam conditioner. Like, I'd never really tried anything like it before, apart from when I've been at the hairdressers and I've had like treatments and they use foam. So I thought I would give it a go, and yeah, I'm seriously like won over. I have very fine hair and coloured hair, and I tend to find like with a lot of conditioners I'll use them and my hair just feels very, what's the word, just like heavy, and it doesn't make my hair feel particularly nice. But the foam conditioner, it's very light, and so when I've like washed it out, my hair doesn't feel like it's being like dragged down or anything. And yeah, it just makes my hair feel lovely. I think because it's so like light and fluffy and stuff, it doesn't drag your hair down, so it's really good if you have got fine hair, which is why it's for fine hair probably. But yeah, like I am seriously won over. I've tried other conditioners since, and although I like them, this one just seems to leave my hair feeling and looking the nicest. And I was a little bit worried because it feels like quite a small like tube, so I was like, oh, it's not going to last very long, it's going to be a really expensive way of doing it. But my last lot actually lasted quite like a decent amount of time, probably the same as what I would use like with a normal conditioner. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be repurchasing some more of this because I really like it, and I just love the whole foam thing, like when you squirt it out and you get like a big bit of foam in your hands. It's quite fun as well. So yeah, I'm really enjoying using that from Pantene. Okay, so next up I have a couple of books that I have enjoyed recently. The first is from Katie Piper, and it's called Things Get Better. I'd had this sitting on my bookshelf for quite a while after I'd read her first book, and I just hadn't got around to reading it, so I decided to pick it up and give it a go. It's not what I thought it was going to be. It's more of a like self-help book, so it has different chapters on like the process of like recovery in lots of different ways. I mean, she obviously uses her experiences of like recovering from her acid attack, but I could kind of identify with it for like my chronic health problems and my mental health problems. I know I've read like some reviews who've said they would have preferred sort of an extension of her story, but actually I think this is quite a nice way of like reading a self-help book. Sometimes I'll read like self-help books and find them a little bit like artificial, and or I don't know, like if it's like a scientist who's never actually been through anything, it can feel a little bit like disconnected. Whereas because Katie's been through like, you know, a massive ordeal and the recovery from that, I felt more like connected to her story, and it kind of felt a lot more real. So yeah, I've really enjoyed that, and I'm looking forward to reading her other books because I think she's got a couple of other ones as well. So that was that book. And then the book that I have recently finished is Room by Emma Donoghue. I know I'm probably quite late to the party with this because there's been a film made of it, which I still need to watch. But yeah, I really enjoyed this book. When I first started reading it, I wasn't sure because it's written from the like eyes of a young child, and yeah, when I first started reading it I was like, this is just really weird to read. But once you get into like understanding how that child kind of sees the world and how they sort of speak and stuff, I found it really interesting. And it's a bit of a thriller, I suppose, but it's also, yeah, just like understanding the child and the mother's views from a very different perspective. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give away like any of the plot or anything like that. But yeah, if you like kind of thrillers or like psychological drama type things, I would really recommend it. And now I'm really excited that I can finally watch the film, because I hate watching a film before I've read the book. So now that I've read the book, I can finally watch the film. My next favourite is another beauty product, and it is the Benefit Gimme Brow. Now I am not like by any stretch of the imagination like an expert with makeup, and up until recently I've never really done anything with my eyebrows apart from getting them like waxed and shaped, and I think I might have got this in like a little set or something. I can't remember, but I decided I was going to give it a go, and it's just so easy to use. You literally just like take the spoolie through your eyebrow, and I think it makes a real difference. So it kind of fills in any little gaps. It helps to keep it all sort of like in line, so that, because I have like quite thick eyebrows, so you can often get like flyaway hairs and stuff, and this just keeps it all like looking nice without like looking too sort of fake. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying using it. It's a brow volumizing fibre gel, so you just get like a little spoolie thing and just take it through. You're not having to like colour in your brows or like anything like that. So for someone like me, like this is perfect. So yeah, I've been loving that. And then another beauty product I have been really enjoying is by ELF or ELF, I'm not quite sure how they say it, and it is their Beauty Shield Antioxidant Enriched Skin Protection. It's got vitamin C pollution prevention serum. I got this through, like, you know those things you join up to where like you can fill in like surveys, and sometimes they'll send you things to try and like fill out surveys for them and stuff. So I got it through one of those, and they put like black tape over it all so that it's kind of like a blind test. And when I was using it, I was like, this feels like a really like high-end serum. It felt really nice to like put on. It wasn't greasy, it absorbed really quickly, and it just leaves my skin feeling very like glowy and shiny, like not too shiny, but you know, like glowing. And then when the test had finished and I took the black tape off, I was just really surprised that it was from ELF, because as far as I know, they're not like massively expensive. But yeah, I'm just really glad I kind of have been able to discover this, because I think it's something that I would personally quite like to like repurchase. Yeah, so it says this lightweight hydrating serum is formulated with key antioxidants, vitamin C, vitamin E and pomegranate extract to help refine and brighten skin tone, reduce the look of fine lines and help protect against the effects of everyday environmental aggressors. You only need like 4 or 5 drops, and that, I mean, that's a like tiny amount. It is going to last you ages. So I just popped like 4 or 5 drops in my hand, rub them in my, like do a quick rub in my hands just so that it kind of goes over them, and then just rub it and like pat it on my face. And I've been doing that like once or twice a day for the last couple of months, and yeah, my skin feels really nice after it, and I feel like my skin has been a little less dull and a little more glowy, so I would definitely give this a high recommendation. My next favourite is a fashion favourite, and you may well have seen this in a few of my Instagram photos because I have been wearing it quite a lot, and it is this watermelon dress from Cath Kidston. It's just a really simple like cotton knee-length sort of skater style dress, and yeah, it's got little pink buttons like up here. They don't actually undo or anything, they're just for decoration, but I just love it. I bought it online. When I saw it, I was like, I need that dress. I don't buy a lot from Cath Kidston, like, because it's quite expensive, so it was a treat. But I have definitely like got a lot of wear out of it so far, like especially with the heat wave in Britain at the moment. It's just been really nice to just chuck this dress on, and it's just got so many comments. Like every time I wear it, I get people saying like, oh my god, I love your dress, where's it from? I don't know if it's still available anymore, which is a real shame, but I just love it. Like another kind of favourite like to go along with this is that just watermelon in general. I have just been this summer like obsessed with watermelon. We've been buying like watermelon chunks and watermelon slices. We've got the watermelon ice lollies from, I think it's Roundtrees or something, can't remember, but they're just the ones that are shaped as watermelons, which are so good. If you haven't tried them, like seriously go down to your local supermarket and pick up a box because they are amazing. The little watermelon sweets, like just anything watermelon, I am literally like the watermelon lady. I have some watermelon flip-flops from Primark, and yeah, honestly, my mum is calling me a watermelon lady because that is all I like eat and wear and drink and everything. But yeah, this was my main favourite, which is my watermelon dress, and I love it. Right, I've got a couple of other beauty favourites. I'm sorry this is all a bit higgledy-piggledy. I should have put it in an order, but it's not. But my next favourite is from Garnier, and it is their Soothing Botanical Toner with Rose Water. I use a lot of Garnier products. I use their micellar water, and I saw this when I was buying micellar water, I think, and I love the smell. I love the smell of rose. I think it's really calming and fresh and just really nice. This is for dry and sensitive skin. So I just, after I've like taken makeup or anything off, like cleansed and whatnot, I pop a bit of this on a cotton wool pad and just like swipe it over my face and like neck area, and you're done. This is actually empty, so it's kind of testament to how much I liked it because I've used the whole bottle. But I think I will be like repurchasing this when I've got another toner on the go at the moment, but once I've used that, I will definitely be repurchasing this because it just feels so nice on your skin. It's very like cooling, which is just lovely in this weather because it is seriously hot. And yeah, it says it's got no parabens, no silicons, no artificial colorants. And yeah, I just really liked it, and it's cheap, so you know, you can't really go wrong. So that's that. The next thing, not quite so cheap. I actually got this next thing in a goodie bag, I think. It's from Champneys, and it is their Age Excellence Ultimate Repair Night Cream, Lifting and Firming Anti-Aging Complex. Again, I have completely finished this, so again, it's kind of testament to how much I liked it. I haven't really used Champneys like skincare products before, but this I just loved. It was so nice. Like, it's a night cream, so I would put it on at night. It didn't feel too like thick and sticky. It just sort of, you know, it absorbed really quickly. It didn't leave my skin feeling like sticky or tight or anything like that. And yeah, it just, I mean, I don't know whether like the anti-aging thing worked, because I don't know, like I don't know, like touch wood, so far I haven't really had much trouble with like wrinkles or anything like that, but certainly just it left my skin feeling really nice. The bottle, let me just get it out, looks like this, so it looks quite like high end and quite nice. I can't remember the price of it, but I will link it down below if I can find it. And yeah, it just feels really nice. I think it says it's got, no, sorry, that was something else, don't worry. But yeah, I've really enjoyed using that, and kind of sad that I haven't got any more of it now, so I may have to treat myself to another one at some point. Okay, so I decided that I had to include a tea in my favourites, because if anyone knows me, they will know that I am tea obsessed, and I just didn't think I could have a current favourites without a tea. And at the moment I have really been enjoying the Clipper Snort and Peace tea. So it's got organic chamomile, lemon balm and lavender infusion, and I drink this not every night, but I like to drink it like in the evening, maybe like when I'm watching the telly, and it just helps me relax and get ready for bed. And I don't know, just like when you're brewing it and you smell like the lavender and the chamomile, it's just a really nice relaxing scent. They come in like these cute little envelopes, so it's all, I don't know, I like the fact that they're all like wrapped up in envelopes and look really sweet. But yeah, I really like this tea, and yeah, there's not an awful lot more I can say about it apart from the fact that it's really nice and it's really relaxing. Okay, so the last few things that are on my favourites list is stuff that I cannot hold up and show you because it's like TV and movies, but I really wanted to include some like TV movie stuff. So the first thing on TV that I have been really enjoying is a programme on Channel 5 called GPs Behind Closed Doors. I don't know like if anyone else enjoys this programme. I know a couple of my friends are like really into it, but I really love watching it. It's just like, I don't know whether it's because you're like being a fly on the wall in a GP surgery, which is quite like unusual, like you wouldn't normally get to see that kind of thing, or whether it's because, you know, I always wanted to be a doctor, so I quite enjoy like watching like the patients come in and they like explain what their problem is, and I'm like sitting there thinking like, oh, I wonder what's wrong with them, and like trying to guess. And I don't know, I just really enjoy it. It's an hour long. It seems to be on quite a lot because I've recorded it and we have loads on our record box for me to watch. But yeah, I just really like it. Like the doctors are all really lovely on there, and there's some like quite funny moments, but there's also some like more like difficult moments on there depending on like who's going in to like see the doctor and stuff. But yeah, I don't know, if you're into like medical things like 24 hours in A&E, I think you would probably quite enjoy GPs Behind Closed Doors. So I've enjoyed that. The other thing I've been enjoying, which is, I know I am like way late to the party with this one, but I have started watching Call the Midwife from the beginning because I kind of got to the point where I had never watched it, and then every time a new series came out I was like, oh, I really wish I could watch it, but I haven't watched it from the beginning. So I found it on Netflix and have started watching it from the beginning. I think I'm on like series 3 or 4 now, and I'm just absolutely loving it. Like, I knew I would enjoy it, but I'm enjoying it even more than I thought I would. I love Miranda Hart in it. I just love, like, I don't know, I think I like the fact that it's medical stuff, but it's also like from like history, so you're kind of, it's really interesting to find out like how like pregnancy and labour and all that kind of thing worked like years and years ago, and seeing like how far things have come and how like how much things have developed, but also like the relationships between the different midwives and all the different like patients and stuff. It's just a really, really good series. So if you haven't watched it at all, it is on Netflix. I would just thoroughly recommend watching it, because I'm loving it. And like, once you've watched one episode, I can never just watch one. I then have to like watch more. And I'm kind of trying to like do it slowly so that I don't like run out of episodes, but at the same time I want to watch it fast enough so that when the next series comes out, I can like start from there and like be at the same place as everybody else. But yeah, I've seriously been loving that. The next thing is a person's Snapchat actually, which I don't use Snapchat that often anymore just because of Instagram stories. That tends to be kind of the way that I have gone. But the one Snapchat that I will always make sure that I kind of catch up on is Philip Schofield's. I discovered his Snapchat like fairly recently, and it's just hilarious. Like, I mean, I love watching like Phil and Holly on This Morning anyway, but his Snapchat is just, I suppose, like an extension to that. And he just does, like, I don't know, he makes it so funny. So like, he's had trouble with I don't know, like a beeping in his garage, and instead of just like disconnecting the wires, he's like got a hammer out and completely like smashed up whatever it was that was beeping. You kind of see him on his holidays or doing his like other work behind the scenes and stuff. And yeah, it's just really funny. I honestly, if you've got Snapchat, I'd recommend looking for Philip Schofield. I'll put the link down below, because it just makes me chuckle, and it's kind of a bit of like light relief when you're feeling a bit rubbish. And you know, sometimes Holly's on there and sometimes other like celebrities are on there as well. But yeah, I would really recommend it. And then my last 2 favourites are a couple of films. I had not been to the cinema since January, which is quite unusual for me because I do enjoy a trip to the cinema, but I don't know, the last few months there just hasn't been anything like that I've really wanted to go and see at the cinema, because the cinema isn't cheap, and you know, I suppose I will only go if it's something that I really want to see. But the last couple of weeks I have been twice. The first time that I went to see The Incredibles 2. I mean, it's Disney Pixar, so I kind of felt like I had to see it. But I went with my sister-in-law and we really enjoyed it. I mean, I love Disney Pixar anyway, but it was just a really good film. It was funny, it was like tense in places, and it was just classic Disney Pixar. So yeah, I would really recommend Incredibles 2 if you've enjoyed like other Disney Pixar stuff before. And then the second film I went to see earlier this week, I think it was Mamma Mia 2. I think it's Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, and oh my god, it was amazing. You kind of have to take it for what it is. It is incredibly cheesy. It is a musical, so there's going to be a lot of singing. So if you don't like that kind of thing, then you're probably not going to like it. But I loved the first one, and the second one was honestly just as good. It's got some more like unusual ABBA songs in it. So it's got a few of like the well-known ones, but then it's got sort of a lot of less well-known ones as well, which actually was quite nice. There's a lot of sad bits in the movie this time, and there was definitely a couple of times where we were all getting a little bit like teary-eyed and oh, it's quite sad. But there's also a lot of funny bits in it as well, and I came out and I was just like, I want to go back and see it again. So we're currently looking to see when they put on like sing-along versions, and yeah, I definitely will be going back probably with my sister to sing along to some of the songs, because like I was sitting in my chair like watching it and I was like trying not to like start singing and like dancing and stuff. You just can't help it. It's so good. So yeah, I would thoroughly recommend going to see that if you enjoyed the first one. And that is everything from my bumper current favourites haul. It's not a haul really, is it? Like, whatever it was. That was all my current favourites basically. I really hope you've enjoyed hearing a bit more about what I have been enjoying over the last few months. If you would like to see monthly favourite videos, please do let me know if it's the kind of thing you enjoy watching, or if you don't enjoy watching that kind of thing. If you've got any other suggestions for videos that you'd be interested to see, let me know. I am planning a lot of Disney content because, as I said, we are off to Disneyland Paris in September, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I would really appreciate it if you could give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click on the little bell next to the subscribe button if you want to be notified of when I upload videos. Leave a comment as well if you've got anything you want to say to me. I always enjoy reading your comments. And yes, I will see you again in another video very soon. Bye!